So in this video I want to talk to you about who is the person who's in charge of your content. You see, one of the big problems right now is that you need to get content out and yet you don't have time to get content out, and there's a million and other things to do. So who's the person responsible for making sure that you're getting all your content out? And that can be very difficult, of course, especially for small businesses. You're running around, you've got a bush stuck up your ass and you're trying to do everything. Actually getting content created is really, really difficult, and there's no one checking up on you to go, Bob or Dave or Sam or whatever your name is, when's this bit of content coming out? Why is there no content out for the last 30 days? Listen, I'm a hypocrite. My lives, I've not done a live stream for like 3 weeks. I did my first yesterday and I meant to do one today, and then life got in the way again. So it happens to me as well. We're lucky because we've got all this other content going out. I'm just on my way to go buy a fan because it's too hot. Good opportunity to slap the GoPro on the desktop and create some content. So for me, it's becoming more embedded, and weirdly enough, the more I do, the more views we get, more phone calls we get, the more engagement we get. When you do very little, you don't get that much, right? So you have to be producing content, and so you need a content coordinator of some kind in your business that's going to help you come out with 60 headlines to do 60 shorts, or 10 topics to do a live stream about. You do one a week, so now you've got another 10 weeks worth of content. Then you can pull out all the little snippets out of that content, convert it to a podcast and so on. But it's really hard to get started, so you need to decide who is going to be that person within your business that's going to manage content. Now originally, it's not going to be, or initially I should say, it's not going to be somebody who is doing it full time but probably got another job. But you should be checking in on them, but they're checking in on you, but you're doing your job properly, and you should be checking in that they're doing their job properly. That could be at the end of the month. Okay, how many videos have we done? Okay, we're going to do 4. I need you to remind me to do more, so we can do 4 a week. That would be a good start, but nowhere near the amount of volume that you need to be doing. And then you might go, well, it's just too much. And I understand that, but then what else are you going to do? If you're not marketing, if you're not using content, what else are you going to do to get people in front of your goods and services and business, and how do you get them to like you and to know you and to trust you? It all comes from content. This is what business is these days. It's 2023. You can go to networking events. Of course you can go to networking events. But also, for the hour that it takes you to get to a networking event, or let's be kind, let's say half an hour to a networking event, 2 hours at a networking event, half an hour to come home, that's 3 hours. How many pieces of content at 5 minutes long? 3 hours is, 180 minutes? Let's say 10-minute videos, 18 of them. Like, in one evening, you could create 18 pieces of content. That's at least 1 piece of content a day. Or it's twice a day for the next 9 days. Almost just over 2 a week. You're going to close, or let me rephrase that, you're going to engage with more people over that 9 days with those 18 pieces of content than you will with networking. Now, I'm not saying that networking is not useful, because it most certainly is. That's where you would go to solidify those relationships. But what it should be is people make contact. Oh, I live in Leeds, I do what you do, I'm interested in learning more. And you go, oh great, I'm off to this networking event, let's meet up there. Or let's have a half-hour meeting beforehand. The networking event, like going back 10 years, this is where you first met people, and you initially, if they didn't know anything about you, didn't know you existed, this is where you met people. That has gone. Now, you meet people online, and you go to networking events to solidify the relationships. The relationships have moved a step further on. And so, if you're not taking advantage of this, you're still living as though it's the 1990s. You're going to die out with the dinosaurs, and your business is going to suffer because of it. So this all comes back down to who's going to be the content coordinator, who's going to be the person that insists and reminds everybody of the content that needs to be put out there. Now also, I don't think this should just be put on you, this should be put also on your staff. So if you've got a technical expert who knows everything inside out and back to front about how to create an NDA on Word for your property sourcing business, They should actually be creating a video about how to create an NDA on Word. You don't have to give away the NDA, but the fact that you're recording about an NDA means that you have one that you can sell on, or whatever it is that your business happens to do. That's how it works. So you have to have somebody who is in charge of output. Who is that person in your organisation? Now, it might be nobody because it's just you in your organisation. But I guarantee right now that some days you sat around, what shall I do? And you don't know what to do. The phone's not ringing off the hook anymore because it never is, because pandemic, Brexit, whatever else is going on. Everybody stopped spending money, haven't they? And so you might have these quiet moments. And so you should be building a list of different things, different topics that you can talk about. Like, if I've got a quiet moment and I'm waiting for somebody, I can knock a quick 1 minute video out, and I've got a list on my mobile phone of topics that I can talk about. It's already pre-done, it's preempted, so that I'm never just wasting time. Like this journey, for example, was preempted. I need to go buy a fan. I know I'm in the car for 10-15 minutes. Let's talk about who's going to be in charge of my content output. Okay, hope that's useful for you. Speak soon.